For PokerGaming.com, this is James Gwill. Day 23 of the 2010 World Series of Poker was a 2,500 Limit Hold'em six-handed event. Now, this event was made popular online as well as no-limit six-handed events. And this field actually drew a pretty strong crowd of 384 players looking to take the bracelet. By the end of the event, however, it was a former bracelet winner that would gain more of the attention than anyone else. Day 1 saw only 108 players of the initial 384 advance to Day 2, and that's a pretty good attrition rate considering that this was a limit hold'em event. Now, Day 2 ended up being a marathon day that saw not only the bubble burst, but the field shrank down to just 12 players, which is two tables worth of players in a six-handed event. Now, some of the pros that finished the money in this event were Justin Bonomo, David Baker, Ray First, and Phil Gordon. Day 3 started with 12 players, and ultimately it was J.J. Liu, Al Barbieri, and Dutch Boyd that were the big names left in the field. J.J. finished as the final table bubble girl, taking home 7th place. Both Barbieri and Boyd ended up making the final table, as well as Albert Manellan, Art Parman, Domenico Dinatarasafani, and I know I butchered that name, but that is a $1 million handle. And finally, Brian Minders. Albert Manellan started the final table as chip leader, with Al Barbieri right on his heels. However, Barbieri would falter and finish in 6th place. He went on a bad run at the start of the final table, and it decimated his stack. Ultimately, it was Brian Minders and Dutch Boyd that battled heads-up for the bracelet, and Minders had a pretty good chip lead at the start of heads-up play. He led $2 million to just $870,000 of Dutch Boyd. Now, Boyd had been in this spot before, as he had already won a bracelet prior in his career. So the chip lead really didn't bother him all that much. In fact, he continued to battle for quite a while, and both players held the chip lead at one point or another. Finally, Boyd started to pull away from Minders, and he grounded him down to the point that actually Minders was left with just a single big bet by the time that he was all in for his tournament life. Minders was all in and ahead with Ace-8 against the Jack-10 of Boyd. The flop fell Jack-Deuce-9 to put Boyd in the lead. The turn 7 missed both. However, now Boyd also had a straight draw to go with his pair. The river fell in 8 to give Boyd a straight and his second bracelet. Dutch Boyd won event number 23, the 2,500 Limit Hold'em six-handed event. He takes home $234,065 and his second career gold bracelet. For more, stay tuned to PokerGaming.com as we bring you more coverage and recaps from the 2010 World Series of Poker.